Yay. Complete consent. Dummy stream is active. And I have not done this in a while, have I? Well, literally no one's here right now, so that's a good thing for me. I'm just gonna say this at the beginning. This game is just like an homage to a lot of RPGs. And it's pretty much parody heavy and I love it. And I'm going for 100%. There's gonna be a couple episodes, it should be around like, streams, yes, but it should be around 5 hours total. I'm not doing it on tonight, so I'm probably gonna go to bed after an hour or so, New game. You got right, yeah, it's a funny game where you have to unlock all your abilities. I cannot physically go left or up, I actually have to go right. And no, you're not missing any music because there is none right now. Now there's music. Okay, not music, but you know what I mean. I need a sword. Da 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 da. Yeah. Welcome to the Legend of Zelda section. I really wish I could avoid that chest, so that would make this game so much easier. Welcome to this game has a couple of collectibles. 30 stars and 22 monster cards. I have 100% of this game though, and I have the save file backed up on a folder somewhere in my hard drive. Thing is, for this game, you could easily get 100%. The game basically gives you a compass in one of the towns later that allows you to get all the items easily. Really like it. Save point. There we go. I recall you can't go up anymore due to oh, never mind. There it is. Double twin. That's what it was. You are safe. Come on, give me some rupees or something. you can't do that, that's copyright infringement. Or, is it? Not sure. But those aren't Octoroks, so we don't need to worry about that. Just one of those games that's just chill to play because I love RPGs. And this doesn't really fit the definition that people think of. Of an RPG, but it's close enough right now. After centuries of peace, an ancient evil has finally resurfaced to threaten the world of Evolandia. You are one of the few remaining members of the Order of Dragon Knights, whose purpose is to travel the world and help the needy and fight evil. Those centuries of peace clearly mean you haven't had a whole lot to do recently, but it looks like business is picking up again. You got storyline. Yay. I mean, what kind of good RPG doesn't have esoteric, like, plot? And always save, because I save after every Pokemon battle. Realism. Ah, yes. I need to be able to get off the grid. This game is so I like this game a lot. Over 23 cards. The bombs, of course. Welcome to the Overworld, where they are actually random RPG battles. You don't really need to get that, but it's better to get it because you need to level up eventually. Can you please stop Emuk? Ah, Mode 7. The Meadow. Looks like a dark nut. Come on, man. Stay there and... Ooh. And take your shanking. Why do villagers always have such annoying music? I love this game. Get those cards before I forget them. Nope, don't want... Over 0. We have not met one of those yet. There it is. Does it give us a name? Nope, it does not give us a name yet. Just like old RPGs like Chrono Trigger, you're allowed to name your characters. But I would prefer not naming it. I want to name it the default name because it makes Evoland 2 a bit funnier. For those of you wondering, I am actually going out battling a bit, but I can be a bit higher level than the party member I get next, because she's weak as hell. And I really don't like her that much, due to what she represents in this game. Kinda tired. Also, I'm just scrounging around to see if I ever forgot. Oh, fuck me. What a horrible night to have a curse. Oh wait, we don't level up yet. I forgot. It doesn't give us experience points. I'm an idiot. Well, as long as I make it back to the village in time. There we go. Adults are not fun. They're not funny. They always complain about us children. Eat the growth seed, falling down the well. You don't speak to children. Thanks. Fuck you. I'd rather be down the well than talking to adults anyway. Adults are assholes. Gimme, gimme. Yeah, we'll be doing a lot of double twin later. Actually a very fun game. Hero Games is really good at making these games, and I like it. Eat it. Hello! What's up with all the kids in video games? North Caves, yep. $400, that's not enough for the items I want. Oh. There we go. Yep. Oh, it allows you to save it right here. I forgot the flavor text. Mind Fight by A. Zephyros doesn't look like a very fun read. Zephyros is the main villain of this game. Final Fantasy reference. I love this game so much. Very funny game. I think this is the weapon shop. How to Cook an Emote by KFC. Yummy. Delicious. All your chests don't belong to us. Lost in translation. I forgot, this game was hilarious. Shopkeeper. You're Gois. $440, so I need the longsword. I need the copper armor. Phoenix Down is kind of useless for me. Because, well, you game over if you die, so. Points kind of moot. Torque. The medium is the massage. By M. McQueen. Shigeru Miyamoto, what a genius. He really is a genius. I don't care what your opinion on Mario or Zelda is, he really is a freaking genius. Hello, douchebag. He wouldn't let you go through if you didn't have enough equipment on. I am tired as crap. I don't know why, I just am. What was beyond here? I don't remember. Well, fuck me. First if she got attacked by these monsters. Wait, I could talk? That's even my thoughts are speaking. I don't remember this character ever speaking before. Hey, Kairus! Kairus. Get this one before I forget it. If it would proc. Heal. I need healing. No, I don't play Overwatch. Let's be honest. Oh, it's just one health away from killing it. There he is. Gimme, gimme. Okay, time for a lot of random encounters, unfortunately. I hate these. The items here were down there and over there, so I'm going through a map in my head right now. I've played this game a bit. Yeah, I'll get you on my return chest. Magic heal. I like the turn-based combat of this one, but I don't like it in the sequel. That's strange. That's probably strange. And of course I'm still literally the only one here. That sucks for me. Oh well. Might as well just enjoy myself playing the game again. Fun game. $10 on Steam, but if it's on sale, I recommend you get it. I think the most I've seen it on sale is 50% off. I know that the second one's $20 and I've seen it. Thanks, Schrodinger. For those of you who don't know, Schrodinger's cat is an old paradox that the cat is both simultaneously alive and dead, and once you perceive it by opening a box, then it becomes... It's a weird paradox. I don't even know the name. Fuck it. You're asking someone who doesn't give a shit. Just one of those things that you should know. And I could go buy that card then. Perfect. That'll save me some time later. Yeah, I'll get to your mines later. All your mines belong to me. Oh, that felt good, actually. Really, really good. Strangely good. There we go. Thank you. You are no longer needed. Ever. Like I could go off himself for all I care. I don't need him. 770. Yeah, I could just heal along the way. Three, 2, 1, 0. Okay, no one actually ambushed me. Nice. Yes, Karis. Hello, Clink. Oh yeah, this one has nothing down here. Oh, I hate torps. I now remember these fuckers. Okay, protect Skaven. Karis will literally only know heal for a very long time, so... I can't do anything about it. Just beat it up. Nope. Not the one yet. God. No. That usually doesn't work. It usually avoids it, and it takes like 5 turns to kill it, so I was in shock. Are they just harder to kill when you're higher level? Yes, I am beating my wood. You guys have a problem with that? Masturbation joke. Ugh. Ocean. Just a common game to play. I like it. I think we get the ability to level up after this dungeon. I really like the second game much more than this one, though, because it's really, really, really good. Thank you. Now I can finally kick ass. Here it is. Do you guys mind? Please stop hitting me. It looks like a big Aaron from Pokemon. I actually do like the design of this game. It's really, really cool, and I love indie games. These indie games are so cool and sweet, I love them. Just die! This is what normally happens. God. See how much it was dodging. Then that happens and... Yay, this game is nice. It's really calming and actually making me tired. God damn it, Skaven. Sorry, I was getting engrossed in the music again. I just missed the retro RPGs of the old days. Save the game, it doesn't really matter though, because the boss is easy as hell. God. I fucking hate these snakes. Get these goddamn snakes off my goddamn game. I really do hate those snakes. I don't remember if there was a puzzle or not, I just wanted to go down here. Skaven. We have 8. Perfect. Double Twin is a weird game, and you guys will see. You'll understand. Probably not today, though, because it's in an area that kind of hard to get to quickly. And everything's dead. Good. Good, good, good. Oh my god. There we go. You woke up the Guardian of the Crystal. Of course I did. Oh, Clink actually does speak. Literally, the strategy is heal with Kairos and just attack with Clink. He looks much more dangerous now. He just feel like a madman. I recall not attacking him during this phase. Oh, there we go. Like, I always feel that that's just gonna be a counterattack waiting to happen and just murder you completely. I play a lot of games where you could die super easily. Ah. That was a good water. Good water. I don't care if I could attack. It's easier just to heal. Crystal power's been activated. Yay. However, Crystal's incredible. Ugh. Prove that, I'm not voicing it. But welcome to the final graphics of this game. Don't really get more high res than this. You'll no longer be killed in one shot. Oh, I never was killed. However, 3 hearts sucks, by the way, so... I mentioned that you only have 3 hearts for the final boss. Yeah. Life sucks, you die. Really easily. Yeah. Excuse me. We're at 9. Once you get the bow, I don't give a shit anymore. I just want that bow. Give me. Slice. Kill. Slice. Murder them all, yum. Oh yeah, Pakun. We don't fight those for a while. But they are annoying. Trust me on that one. What's the next area that we go through? I think it's a Noria mine. I hate Venoria mines. They suck. The boss of people name hates me. Why are you not dropping hearts? You ungrateful bastards. Freaking death trap bat. Yep. Yep, game. I know. Heading down, that's... Forget destination. Oh, still can't do anything here, I need bombs. I'm trying to remember my first playthrough of this game while doing this, so... If I start muttering like, incomprehensibly... Pay it no heed. Pay it no heed. Pay it no heed. Damn it. Don't want to do it. Because I still think that there's an item I could get now. Fuck you, Kairus. I'm losing my mind. Oh, Ace also works? I forgot. How do I get this chest for? I don't remember. How do you get this? Oh. Here we go. Yeah, they're called Octoracks. Whoop-de-doo. Destination is down there. I wish that save points healed you for one. Like in Rogue Galaxy. Rogue Galaxy was a really good RPG. I love that one. Oh, that's why they weren't dropping hearts. I forgot that was a ability you needed. I love this game. I love this game. It's so sarcastic, I love it. Na 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 na. It's so calming. Open up. Yep. Perfect, perfect. Almost a third of a way there. Yep, 10 of them. You would get an achievement at this point if you were doing it for the first time. But I've already gotten it. Will you give me... No. Not a good thing to ask, not a good thing to ask. Please tell me you're lying. The world has always been flat. This... Yeah, I can't go there yet. way. I know how to do it. Dang it, I can't break the pots yet. Now I can break the pots. However, I hate the bats in this game, bro. They suck. I guess it's not exactly Fort Knox. This room has 4 bats in it, though. Oh no. I wish I could avoid this chest. I hate this chest. We'll do that chest. Boss door. You could tell by the Bowser head on it. We'll have to be coming back here with bombs later. I really hate this game sometimes. A real dick. Don't be sassy with me, game. Skeletons in this game suck. Blah blah blah. Is that idiot still speaking to me? Raise that up so I can go back and go get the other one. And you're stomping around like a crazy maniac. Why can't you use your feet? Family does not know how to walk softly. They step with the entire foot. Oh, hey, Kamek. You know, you could get on Skype if you want, and it'll be easier for us to talk, right? Rawr. They don't know how to... Oh, yep, this one. Yay. What a great day with all the bats. Just me and the bats and Kamek. Not this room. Fatal Labyrinth. Kamek, I'm sure that every of the 2 people here, which are just me and you, would love just being able to have your wonderful commentary over mine, because, let's be honest, mine is garbage.
Well, okay, as humorous as it is, I I do kind of have to sleep soon, and because I have one last final tomorrow.
Don't worry, I'm also going to bed soon.
Yeah, I actually should probably be taking a shower soon, but I thought I would just accept your call and talk because I mean, screw typing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, especially on a phone,
You're using your phone for this? Again?
Yeah, Because if I went upstairs, I'd have to do things. It would be a big setup, you know. Might as well just, talk here.
What final is it?
It's like a graphics design class. Basically, I just have to like be able to label the different parts of typography and like just be like, yes, like the middle of like a letter is called the
body.
Well, yeah, and then I also have to be able to what? Oh, I was gonna say I also have to be able to label the different tools from all Adobe products. So
all Adobe products?
That's gonna be well, not all of them, but like I'm talking like InDesign, Photoshop, I believe Illustrator. Shit, did we do a fourth one? I don't think we did. But yeah, those three. I know.
PDF.
No, not PowerPoint. That's Microsoft. PDF is a format that is like universal.
Yeah, I know that.
For all Adobe products, I think you just need Acrobat. Like you just need Acrobat to open that.
I thought that PDF was universal for
PDFs
everything.
suck, by the way.
Yeah, I know they suck. You can barely, change them. Can't edit them easily. Copy and paste is garbage with them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny that the universal, like, formatting for Word documents is really terrible for editing Word documents.
Bingo.
Just
get in the hole.
The irony, So, I actually don't know much about Evoland. What's this game about? Like, I know it's about, like, I know the basic premise, which is that, like, there's, like, different time periods, and each one has, like, its own visual aesthetic of, like, a different game.
That's Evoland 2. Evoland 1 is just changing, it just changes as you play.
Oh, interesting. So it changes, like, the way you play?
Yeah, kind of. It's also kind of Evoland 2. Evoland 2 is just a bunch of mismatches stuff. Like, the first second of the game is a Professor Layton puzzle. I'm serious.
Yeah. I keep... Not kidding, huh?
Totally not kidding. There are, like, 7 Professor Layton puzzles in that game.
So, like, the first thing I noticed when I saw you playing is that I noticed you could move diagonally in the game. Like,
I had to unlock that ability.
Fucking serious? Anyway, but...
Yes.
Shit. So, but my point being is that it immediately reminded me of, just like, I've been trying to get Kratos, and Garkon, and you for that matter, to all play, Beyond Oasis. In fact, I've just been, like, recommending that game to everybody I freaking know.
I forgot to check.
Beyond Oasis?
I forgot to check my Sega Genesis Retro cartridge.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that the other day, but sadly, and then
you also
really
forgot?
Got to it. Yeah, I also forgot.
But it is just it's a motion control one, which is weird and stupid. It's just Sonic's head.
Shit. Yeah, I have a... Yeah, oh, really? I have a plug-and-play Genesis. It doesn't have Beyond Oasis on it, but it's really terrible because it has wireless Genesis controllers, which, in case you can't guess already, a plug-and-play Genesis with wireless controllers is a nightmare because it's such a stiff thing. Like, they have, like, the not Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter games all on it, and it's completely unplayable because, like, you can't rely off of double tapping the controls, like the controls things. So really the only really playable game on it is like Sonic the Hedgehog games. And somehow, just out of my sheer skills, I was able to beat Shinobi 3 on it, which is ridiculous.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I beat Shinobi 3 on a plug-and-play Genesis with a broken controller.
Hey, Kamek, I really want to play Sonic 1 Bouncy Edition with you.
What? I didn't quite get that word. What edition?
Bouncy.
Galaxy.
No, Bouncy.
Sorry. Oh, bouncy. Sorry. I thought you said something else at first, and I was like, what?
Well, you think it was like
Is
a
this a
porn
t-
thing?
Yeah, I thought you said like. It doesn't make any sense, but I thought you said fallacy.
Sonic Fallacy
is like
Edition,
a
everything
lie.
you do is wrong.
Yeah, where I was like, I did not hear that correct.
No,
I mean,
we
I
can
guess
also
it
play
sounds
the
kind of
Sonic Donut
interesting,
Edition.
but... Yeah. Also, the other shitty thing about the plug-and-play Genesis that I have is that it fucks up the music to all the games. So, for instance, when I play Green Hill Zone, it's like really it's like really dark sounding and everything, and like it's like everything just sounds so off key and everything. It's just kind of a nightmare.
No, wait, it sounds like one of those Sonic remixes of it.
No, it's like deep, you know, like blah, you know.
Oh, not like the crazy ones that just make you want to rip your ears off. And I fall in lava.
Yeah, it's just like it's slightly like down a pitch, which makes everything sound super fucking weird.
So someone's really screwed up and just started messing with Audacity.
Yeah, like it's such a weird thing. Apparently, like I don't know. I think someone may have won it in a contest or something. Maybe that's why we have it. But it's interesting. Apparently, it also you're able to insert actual Genesis games into it. Like it actually has a cartridge slot so for you to put actual Genesis cartridges in it. So
Like it's an actual,
that's interesting.
like it's an actual product that was licensed.
Yeah, like it's weird. Like it has like a built-in memory that has all these games loaded onto it. Some of which are not Sega games and are just like weird, like what you would expect from a random plug-and-play console.
You mean like a bootleg?
And then it has another section in it. Yeah, and then the rest of it is all like the actual Genesis games. Like, well, not all of them, but like a lot of them. You know, like a pretty wide selection, I would say. Of all varying quantity.
And quality. Don't
I think
forget
the
quality.
most notable. Yeah, and I would say that the most notable thing about it that when I first saw the console, I was like, oh yeah, was that it had all the Street Fighter games from the Genesis, and I was like, oh damn. But it's a shame because the controllers, you can't rely off of them to like double tap on the D-pad, you know, to run or anything.
Or,
You know,
like
which
dash
when you're playing a
inputs.
Street Fighter, yeah, like which when you're playing a Street Fighter game, it's really important for like button combinations and timing and stuff.
All fighting
So
games,
when you're
actually.
playing, yeah, so when you're playing with a completely broken ass controller, like on a plug and play Genesis that's wireless, and you can't rely off of the buttons at all, really, to do what you're wanting them to do, it's just impossible, and it's frustrating to play, even multiplayer. Like, I remember there's like a fighting game that was also loaded on it that wasn't a Street Fighter game, but it was kind of like a Street Fighter clone.
King of
and
Fighter?
I don't even remember what it was. It was like some weird thing. But point being is that it was impossible to destroy anyone because me and a person I was playing with, I think it was Matt, we were playing it and like we couldn't like kill each other because our health would like refill in the time it would take for us to do actual damage because the actual like combos we had to do or do like real damage on each other were like impossible with the inputs. So really it was just kind of us just like walking back and forth, like punching each other in the face.
So it's like Shock Fu.
Yeah. like, damn, I wish those controllers worked better. Like, that actually would be quite the bargain if, like, it had working controllers.
For the boss I'm fighting right now, you get an achievement if you beat him with full health. You can take damage, you just have to farm bats afterwards, though.
Huh.
It's a weird game. The game is weirdly programmed.
Yeah, I can tell, like, just from, like, seeing it. Like, I know I compared it to Fatal Labyrinth, but no, this game is nothing like Fatal Labyrinth in any way. Fatal Labyrinth is a traditional dungeon crawler where it's like the kind where it's like, you know, like that really old, like, Atari game, or maybe it's like an Intellivision game where it's like, it was like one of the first basic dungeon crawlers where, like, there's like a lit room, and then you go into a hallway, and then as you're walking through the hallway, it lights up, you know, as you're walking through it.
Like Adventure?
And then you get... Kinda. And then, like, you walk into another room that is, like, just by walking into what would be a wall space, you know, just, like, tapping buttons in all directions, you eventually find a room and everything, and then, like, immediately when you step on the first tile of it, the rest of it lights up, and there may be a selection of enemies in there. That's kind of what Fatal Labyrinth is, except on Genesis.
I'm sorry, I just got the Buster Sword.
Damn. Now it's Shulk time.
Wrong sword. Cloud's Buster Sword.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which one's Buster Sword again?
Cloud's. A giant-ass one.
Oh, yeah. I just remember Shulk shouting, "Busta!" or whatever it was, and yeah.
And, like, whatever, Smash? Oh, crap, I forgot. I hate this part because the wasps do so much damage so quickly.
Oh, hey, by the way, thanks for sharing screens, actually. Now I
Yeah.
can actually flip my phone and see it. Wow, this is actually really cool on a fucking smartphone, Jesus. Like, damn, actually, you know, if this was a mobile game, like, I'm seeing this on a smartphone, and I'm like, oh, this would actually really be fucking cool.
I think it is a mobile game.
Really?
Yeah, look at the Wikipedia. I think this one specifically is a mobile game. The second one isn't. Because the second one has bullet hell segments, and oh my god, I hate the bullet hell segment.
Alright, hold on, let me close out of the M&M's Wikipedia page, and let me go to...
Why are you on the Eminem's Wikipedia page?
I wanted to look up the voice actors to see if they do a podcast, because I wanted
You
to
mean
learn
Fry?
more. Yeah, I wanted to learn more about the voice actors and everything. I've been listening to podcasts a lot lately. So, wait, what do you want me to look up, by the way?
Evoland.
Evoland.
Because I think this one specifically is a mobile game, because I could see it being a mobile game.
Yeah, it says Android, iOS, so... Yeah, I think that definitely just solved it right there. It's definitely a mobile game.
Yeah, but the second one took for... Damn. The second one took me 5 times as long to beat in comparison to this one.
Really?
25 hours during exam week.
Shit. Yeah. I don't really have to study for this last exam. Like this last one is gonna be kind of a piece of cake. I'll be honest.
Mana tree, blah 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 blah. You know about the mana tree, right?
The Great Mana Tree. By the way, I can't see you right now.
Hmm?
Yeah, I can't see your screen right now. I'm sorry.
No. I was just referring to, like, oh crap, I forgot the loading screens of this game. Like, you remember Secret of Mana's mana tree, right?
No.
You don't?
Nope.
Or how your mother's the mana tree?
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. I haven't... The SNES era of games.
Don't worry, I hate Secret of Mana as well.
It's just a time, like... I'll be honest, Super Nintendo, not my favorite console, but admittedly, I've only played a couple games from that era, you know, and the games that I know that I haven't played on that era have never really particularly intrigued me. I would say I've always wanted to play Mario RPG, but
It's a really
I don't
good
know,
one.
yeah, but something about it, I'm just like, I still haven't like, I'll admit it, I haven't played like the entire first Paper Mario game, and like I feel like that would serve to my like taste right now a little bit more, because like, man, I gotta admit, you know, I'm gonna be playing Color Splash soon, you know, because I gotta get into that, you know, and try it for myself. I know almost jack shit about Color Splash. I've
Besides,
watched a
everyone
couple.
hates it.
I've watched a couple reviews of it. I've seen some gameplay footage. Garcon's spoken his mind about it to me.
I've also spoken my mind about it.
Yeah. But I'm kind of out. I don't know. The majority of the criticism I'm hearing is like people who compare it to Sticker Star, and you know what? Aside from the bosses of Sticker Star, I didn't have that much of an issue with it. Like, okay, the bosses were easy, but they were difficult in a way that was stupid, where it was like, you gotta use the thing, you know, in order to beat them.
You have to use specific ability.
Yeah, but you have no way of knowing it until you fight the boss and lose once before. Or look it up, you know? There's
I'm
not
dead.
enough. Like, seriously, how the fuck are you supposed
Am
to
I
know?
alive?
How are you supposed to know that you're supposed to get the sponge to beat the blooper? You know? How?
Mm.
And how are you supposed to know that you're supposed to use it specifically when he turns purple and starts like goes for his big attack that like will almost insta-kill you if it hits you the first time, like, and give you like mega poison, but you have no way of knowing that it's coming or that's like the time, because he flashes red beforehand and does like a big like forearm attack beforehand, and you have no way of knowing that
The
that's
first
like,
time, yeah.
yeah. So like naturally when I first did it, like I used the thing on like that one, and it did jack shit because that blooper boss is fucking stupid. He's like almost unbeatable if you don't use the fucking sponge, you know, because he's just so ridiculous. I tried so many times to beat him, but he's just fucking broken. So it was just really frustrating. It was a lot of trial and error, and I'll admit I played the end of the game. I got to the end of the game, and I was fighting Bowser for the first time, and I got to the end of it, and I was really close to beating him without using any thing stickers, you know, which, yeah, I got my ass kicked, but I had enough item inventory space and careful organization that I was able to do it. But what I didn't know was that most of your jump attacks are useless against Bowser because he's so spiky, and his hands are spiky, and just things that are on him that you don't think would be spiky are like spiky. So like
Cam,
what?
if you played literally any Mario game, you'd know that he's spiky.
Yeah, but it's like it's so frustrating because it's like when you're so used to like the rest of the game, you having like these like multiple attacks that are like skill based and everything, and like having like different options, you know, and it's just dumb that they would program a final boss where half of your like stickers are completely fucking useless. Like literally, like all like the spring bounce ones that you have on your inventory, useless. You might as well not have brought them into the fight, you know? All your like normal jump ones, like rainbow jumps, you know, that you like gathered throughout the game, like completely useless, you know? Like honestly, the best, if I had just bought like a bunch of like 1-up shrooms and like freaking like iron, like, you know, hard stomp things that like pierce through the freaking you know, like the freaking spikes, then I would have beat him. But no, I went into a fight not knowing that literally half my items, which I had gathered up until this point, would be completely useless and not be able to be used throughout pretty much the entire fight.
That
and
pretty
that
much
was
sounds
just
like
insane.
Paper Mario, the first Paper Mario game.
Well, no, because in that one you always had the option to use hammers and stuff. In this one you don't, because what ended up happening is that I would get to the near end of the boss fight, and it was just like my options became so limited because I had like 30 stickers that did absolutely fucking nothing. You know, I'd used all my hammers, all my like, you know, hard stomps. I was just basically relying off of like health things and I remember a game to the point where I was using defensive items to do damage to him. It was so frustrating because like never like it was at such an uplifting moment where like the crown like chick like sacrifices her life to give you like 5 attacks, and all 5 attacks are completely fucking useless.
So it's like a Fire Emblem. It's like any game where your opponent has more defense than you, but you could still attack and you're faster.
Yeah, it was just the most frustrating thing on earth. And I lost, and I was so salty because I knew I had to go through the entire boss fight all over again.
And the cutscene beforehand, right?
Yeah, and the cutscene beforehand. And it's a really long boss fight where he goes down a really long hallway, and it's just, it took me so long to get to the point that I was, and there was no way to like backtrack. And like, it just, it was straight up the most frustrating thing ever. And the most annoying thing about it is that I knew if I brought like these specific fucking thing stickers, that if I had just gone on a Wikipedia, like a Mario wiki, and been like, oh, what things do I need? Oh yeah, when you get to the part where there's like the fire lake, just use a faucet, you know? Like, shit, you know? I guess I should have brought a faucet to go fight Bowser, you know?
I mean, that I would never think of.
Yeah, 'cause that makes fucking sense. So, you know, or like, I don't know, when like Bowser is like looking all shiny and shit, you gotta use that hairdryer or something. It's like, it's not intuitive at all. You give me no clues, nothing. It's like,
I mean, I'm currently
like,
playing a
it's just
game that I'm not going to say because it's super hentai, but it gives you a lot of hints. It's a really good game, though.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, so I'm going into Color Splash thinking, like, man, you know what? If this game just has decent bosses and then everything else is exactly the same as Sticker Star, I may be okay with it. Because shit, man, if this game just had like bosses that like don't require you to use this like trial and error bullshit, like where you have to either look up something beforehand or like go through it once and die or guess. You know, in the case of the blooper, there was a lot of guessing until I just gave up and decided to just search for the fucking conclusion. You know, in some of the bosses it's a little bit more simple. Like with the Pokey, yeah, it's pretty obvious you use the baseball bat. You know, anyone who's played Mario Party 7 knows that Pokies don't like baseball bats. You know, but it's like,
well, considering that the Pokies literally throw themselves at you.
Yeah, and that they're literally made of like balls and stuff. And you're kind of in a baseball stadium. In fact, there's a lot of clues throughout. That was like the most clever one. Like the Pokey boss was like the most clever one because they have like the entire stadium, like they have like flags above it, and there's like an audience and everything, and there's just all these visual cues to make you be like, oh yeah, baseball ring. I should bring like a bat, you know? You get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Like, with Blooper, I don't think Sponge. And with Bowser, I do not think Faucet.
Well, he breathes fire, so that could work.
Yeah.
But I would only say that after I knew Faucet.
Yeah. And, like, with the freaking, like, Goomba at the beginning, like, I had trouble with the first Goomba boss because he is like pretty much unbeatable unless you have the scissors, which was like which was a really uncool like way to introduce you to what is essentially a trial and error system.
Quick
Just
question.
throw a boss.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Scissors.
Yeah.
Goomba.
Well, the idea of him is that you're supposed to basically come in knowing what he is, which isn't fair, where it's like he's like a giant Goomba that's composed of like a bunch of Goombas who have like pasted themselves together into one giant one, you know? Like, that's kind of like the general gist of him, you know? It's like a big, mega shiny sparkle Goomba, or whatever the fuck he's called, you know?
Quick question. Wouldn't scissors
yeah.
be the ultimate weapon in Paper Mario, like a world destroyer weapon? Everything is made of paper.
Shit, you would think a faucet would.
It'll end up like our Minecraft world.
But no, actually the most ultimate, like, destroyer weapon in the game, I believe, is the goat, but...
Oh, God. They're all ultimate weapon destroyers, aren't they?
Yeah. Just shit. Paper. But, yeah, and, like, I will admit, like, the, when I saw the trailer for Color Splash, the thing that immediately... Well, this is what turned Matt off when he saw it, was when they showed the fan in the advertisement and everything, and it was, like, really big. And it was like, they did not learn. Like, the worst mechanic from Sticker Star, you know? These freaking things.
Why do you think I quit playing after Super Paper Mario?
I don't know why you played Super Paper Mario.
Hey.
Hey, you know, I have taste.
I know.
I have my very, like, big preferences with that, and we're not gonna rant about that because we already did that in the stream, but...
Yes, we did that already.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't on stream.
I actually
that was
went
just
back
Oregon
and I
Trail.
listened to that. Yeah, it was Oregon Trail, but I actually went back and I listened to that because I was just intrigued to listen to what I said.
I apologize
I was
for the
actually
audio
surprised how well I
quality
articulated.
because apparently Oregon Trail was super loud as hell. Hey, which character,
I didn't
female or
notice,
male?
but, huh?
Which one should I pick?
I can't see your screen, but
Oh.
I here, let me.
Male or female?
Let's say go female. No.
Yeah, I haven't played as her. I'm screwed.
Yeah.
I'm fucked. Eh.
Also, I just kind of guessed because I actually couldn't see the screen, but I don't know what's up with Skype right now, but yeah, it's not showing anymore, but
Never mind, you actually picked the best character.
hell yeah.
So much better than Clink. Oh my god. Oh, but
Yeah.
there's so many spiders. I hate spiders.
Yeah, same, but
Then don't look at the screen.
oh, well, I'm not. I can't see the screen.
Good.
So, yeah.
Hey, Kamek, you've played Diablo, right?
No.
You've seen Diablo, right?
Yes.
I'm
That's
currently
the-
in the Diablo section of the game.
That's actually a question I was wondering. That's actually a question I wanted to ask you. Like, because that is something that I see come up fairly often. Where I don't know. Like I played like a lot of games, you know, and
Yes.
a lot of games that a lot of people have not played. For instance, I've not met a single person who played Battalion Wars. You know, I've heard Battalion Wars music get referenced. You know, it's
What,
a
the GameCube one?
it's a yeah.
I tried playing it, but my copy crashed.
Yeah, I played that, and I played the sequel on the Wii. Great games, you know. Like later levels in it, like get really difficult.
They're
But
they're advanced war games. Of course they're gonna be good.
yeah, like they're fun, you know. But the thing is that like I've played games like that, but like you brought up with Diablo, I'm knowledgeable in the game, you know. I know quite a bit about it. You know, and same with Terraria. I know a fair amount about Terraria. I've never played it. But I was actually gonna ask you, like, how much do you think it matters, like that a person should actually play a game, you know, before they actually talk about. And you know, like,
Kamek, don't
and I
ask
know
me
that,
that question about Terraria. I played that game for 245 hours.
like, for instance, like, I know Garcon gives me a lot of, well, he doesn't give me shit. That's a bad way to phrase it, but
He throws shade.
like, oftentimes when I talk about how good the combat was in Twilight Princess, he immediately rebuttals with, it's because you didn't play, like, Wind Waker, you know? Like, Garcon's like, yeah, because, like, Wind Waker, like, perfected the combat, and then Twilight Princess messed it up, you know? And I can't say anything about that because I haven't played Wind Waker, you know?
You
And
just like the Twilight Princess combat.
I just really like it, you know? And it's just like, it's really unfortunate because I've played Ocarina, you know? And I've played Majora. I have not played Wind Waker.
I recommend Wind Waker. A lot of people consider it some of like the best game.
Yeah, a lot of people say, I hear a lot of people say it, but, and that's the weird thing, you know? I know I've seen complete Let's Plays of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
Let me guess.
I have no idea how the
Grumps.
combat feels. What?
Let me guess. The Grumps.
Not just the Grumps. I've also seen, well, I've seen Kratos play a lot too.
Those
Yeah,
are
I've
not
also
good
watched him play it,
opportunities to watch how combat works. You're watching two idiots do it.
Well, Kratos is hilarious, but
He's very bad at games.
like I love Kratos' Let's Plays.
Don't work with
like-
him on Resident Evil. Apparently he can't aim.
Anyway, I was going to talk about basically, yeah, I've seen a couple Let's Plays of it. You know, Grumps, Kratos. I think I've seen another one somewhere. I forget who the frick was that. It was like some guy that I don't watch anymore. It may have been like Sky. Was it Skyco? I don't know. It was like it was like some guy. I forget. I think it was. I don't remember. Anyway, point being, I've watched like three
Lord, I
plays,
forgot how
you know.
I forgot how stupid this game got.
Yeah. So I've seen like 3 playthroughs of it, but the one thing that's always bugged me is I have no idea how the combat feels.
Oh my
You
god.
know?
Kamek. Rack's
What?
armband turns its user into a dragon. 12-month cooldown.
Shit. That sounds like something you would get in a game like MapleStory, and you would immediately be like, well, this is going to be taking up item space for a while.
Stonebreaker plus 300% damage to stones and walls.
Not that I recommend MapleStory, though, but
Well, at least it's free. Nothing is good. You could tell a game is not good when the only thing
I'd
you
rather
can say
pay for
about it is at least it's free.
MapleStory is not that terrible of a game. It's a game that I would play with friends, you know, like without like a steady amount of them. I'm not just talking like 4 people. I'm talking like
An army,
if I'm
like a guild.
Yeah, if I'm part of like an 8-player like, you know, like guild or something where like you actually have the opportunity to build upon it and like you know everybody involved, you know, and you can like do quests together and fight bosses, you know, and do cool things. Like then it would be fine. But unfortunately,
Kamek, Ring of Luck, plus 5% chance to get an item you could actually use. I love this game.
Man.
I love this game so much.
Shit. That's the thing. I love, like... That's the thing that I feel like a lot of games like this, they try to get it, like... They try to do this... Some of them try to do this thing where it seems like they're parodying themselves, you know? I know MapleStory does it to an effect. But the game I've seen do that the best is probably, of this type, of the fantasy genre, is probably Fable, or like the Fable franchise. Like, the Fable franchise, from what I've experienced of it at least, does not take itself seriously.
Plus +0.1 defense on ears.
Oh, good.
My ears are now better defended.
It's good if you have really sensitive ears.
That's +0.1 defense. Why?
At 0.1?
Yes, +0.1.
Jesus. That's extremely, that's like, yeah, you have an earring. That's what that is.
It is an earring. It's called the Zodiac earring.
Yeah, that's literally just like, you wear it, it's there, it's a piece of metal. I mean, if someone hits it, it would like chop off your ear, I guess. Maybe, depends on what they're using.
Please don't kill me, please don't kill me. God, I'm in a monster room, I hate these things.
Have you ever played Fable 3?
Yes, I have. Doesn't it come with the Xbox?
Okay.
It came with my Xbox.
Yeah, I think the 360, yeah.
Let's just say I farted on every person I could.
That game, like, I gotta admit, like, I was never into, like, those kinds of, like, RPGs or anything, like, you know, like the non-traditional, like, non-Western style of RPG, in a sense, aside from maybe Zelda games, I guess, but the thing that really got me into, the thing that actually kind of really introduced me to them was that game, because of how, like, there's nothing about that game that comes off as, like, it's taking itself seriously. It's just, it's absurd. It's, like, they have John Cleese playing the butler, for God's sakes, you know?
Don't forget Chesty.
Like, yeah. Chesty, the chest, who owns a mansion.
And you have to beat him in chess.
Yes. Which, for a chess guy like me, well, as I used to be at the time I was playing Fable 3,
I just shot him.
you know, that was pretty easy for me. I actually beat him in chess.
Well, I did that too with my second character. Ooh, Lightbringer Pod was also great for
Yeah.
Disco Nights. I love this game so much.
Yeah. It seems pretty freaking great, you know? Seems like a game that, like, just has a lot of variety, gives you really compound experience, you know?
Oh, Diamond Necklace of Shiny Bling, you just became the first gangsta fantasy hero. That's an actual description of this game. Why? Why does this...
Yeah, and the first time I've actually seen, like, that kind of stuff done in a way that really kind of turned me off, like the kind of like not taking itself seriously, like lighter stuff like that, is definitely Maple Story, where it kind of came off like, where I'm
They're
like,
trying too hard.
Yeah, like they really are. Like, there's just like random potions and stuff that take up item space that like transform you into a wolf man for a couple seconds, and really the only reason you would ever do it is if you wanted to show off to some people in a town that you're friends with. Which, just, it is a massive multiplayer online game, but I don't know. It just kind of seems really trivial.
I just got the Ring of Bovine Mastery. Plus 70% damage to cows. This game is stupid. I love it.
Yeah.
Underpants of the Unshackable. Plus 250 to fear resistance. Warm and comfortable. Hero Relic. Plus 0.001% critical chance. This game is stupid and I love it. It is a blessing given to us. Gorka never finished this game though. He got to the final boss and never beat him. I got the Medal of Honor. Yay.
You know, last year, there was just this time, like I think during this time of year actually, where I just had this insane winning streak of just beating a bunch of games I had never beaten before. Like, I beat like Super Mario World, Super Mario Bros. 3, like all the Sonic games, like just there was like a whole bunch of other ones. I just remember, like, I made like a huge list. I think Red Dead Redemption also. Just I remember I went on just this huge like win streak last year of just being like, yeah, I beat all these games.
Kamek. Sunscreen v undead. Undeads would now take sunburns as normal people do.
Wait. So do you put the sunscreen on you and then...
I don't know. This game makes no sense.
Okay, I may be sounding a bit more like I'm in a bad mood that I'm letting off, but I'm actually very relaxed, and maybe just part of me is a bit stressed because I know I have a final exam tomorrow.
Don't, just remain calm.
But shit, you know, I should be calm because it's gonna be fine. It's just like computer graphic imagery, you know. Like, it ain't exactly a biology, like,
It's not,
you know...
it's not nuclear physics.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, a biology, like, 3, even though I don't think that exists, class, you know? Or maybe in,
I
like,
hate this
bachelor's.
boss. I hate him.
Point being, like, after this final exam, soon I'm gonna end up getting my associates, and that's gonna be great. Like, I think that's after this. I've gotten, like, straight A's this semester, actually.
Nope.
Huh?
Nope.
Well, I can't, Pierce.
But this has player killing abilities in this game. We should play Left 4 Dead 2 one of these days so that you could actually get your money's worth out of it.
Yeah, I haven't even installed it, really. Like...
I'm already modding it and I haven't installed it yet.
Yeah, I just know that when I do install it, it's it's gonna be one of those games where, like, I'm gonna need to pull out, like, my Xbox controller that I have in my room.
Yeah, you need the Xbox controller.
Yeah, the one that's been gathering dust, and plug it in. I don't usually like doing that because when I use my computer at night and I play games on it, I usually like playing games that I could lay in bed and do. I only really pull out the Xbox controller when I'm sitting down at my desk, you know, and I have my laptop on my desk. But the reason why is that I just like being able to casually just be like, you know, I feel like putting down this laptop, you know, and just falling asleep, you know. But, you know.
Okay, full health. I better not gift you, like, Battle Block Feeder then.
Oh, got battle block. Oh yeah, isn't that the one? Yeah. Oh yeah.
The one where Gar comes dancing like an idiot.
shit. You know, if I ever play with you guys like a multiplayer game on like one of these streams, then I'm not gonna be laying in my bed anyway, because I'm either gonna have to use my external keyboard or the controller anyway. You know, but
You could always just get a USB adapt, like a USB extender.
I mean, I have like a extended, like a external keyboard, which is wireless, which I can just use, and
This boss
the wire
sucks.
on my controller goes a decent length. It's not a problem with like the length of anything. It's just, it really is just that like if I usually will have to sit at my desk, you know, just for it to work out, you know, just seat placement and everything, and I don't know. It gets pretty like cold up in my room, that's why, but slightly uncomfortable.
Oh my god, this boss sucks. What idiot designed him?
Oh, what's his deal?
He just does so much damage.
Yeah. What's like? Do you ever like complain about graphics in a game?
No. Only when they're stupid.
Like, I don't complain about graphics like in games as much as like.
If you're asking if I was one of those people who hate Wind Waker just because it's cell shaded, no.
Like my little bro, like he likes like his favorite Zelda game is A Link Between Worlds, but like one of his like grievances about the game is that he doesn't like the way Link looks when he's in the wall. He just thinks that graphically it's not an appealing art style.
Got him.
And I'll be honest, like I'm not usually that picky, but when I like the one game where, and I'm not gonna rant about it, but the one game where I played where the graphics actually really took me out of it, unfortunately, was Super Paper Mario. And I'm not gonna rant about it. I'm sorry. You know, I didn't mean to bring it up, but it's like, it's true. Like, it's the one game where I was really put off by an art style. And I know, like, that sounds shitty of me to say, you know, but...
Hey, Kamek.
Yeah?
This game has loading times in it once you get to the 3D section, and it actually shows the loading screen until you buy the fast DVD player item.
Why does this game have things purposely built into it to make it less fun until you actually, like, evolve the game?
Because it's hilarious.
Another thing I keep seeing gamers talk about these days is length of game. You know, I think I was doing a pop culture presentation today, and I talked about a lot of things, and another person presented, and he presented like some like, I think it was on Reddit or something. He posted a discussion about like Doom or something. And some guy left like a comment, like talking about like you know how 200 hours is like too like short, and then, like other person replied was like, well I only got 7
hours.
Yeah, another person replied like, I got 70 hours out of this and I was not fulfilled, you know. And
It depends on the game.
yeah, and I agree, but.
And the cost, of course, but...
Yeah. Oh, I can tell you something, but, yeah, and, like, I don't know, like, something about that, like, so, Beyond Oasis is a game that I've talked about a little bit with you and Garkon, but something that I've noticed about is that I beat the game in 7 hours on my first try, you know? I actually beat the game, 7 hours, you know? Like, straight up 7. And I've gone online and I was doing research, and as I was doing research, I saw other people who play the game, and it seems that 7 is kind of the magic hour when it comes, like magic number, you know, when it comes to the game.
First time playthrough?
Yeah, first time playthrough, you know, most people take 7, you know? It's like, it's like weird, where I'm like, huh, I keep seeing this like number come up, you know, 7 hours. So I'm like, okay, so if it takes the average person like 7 hours to beat this game on their first try, and then there's like, I'm just, it intrigues me, because I'm like, yeah, that's kind of like, that means you could technically start playing the game on like, let's say, early morning, like, you know, and finish by like maybe evening, maybe late afternoon.
Yeah.
You know? Which is still quite a bit of time, you know? You are dedicating basically
an entire day to play it.
Yeah, the majority of your day, at the very least. You know? Save maybe dinner and a movie, you know? But, so then, like, I listened to, like, people talk about, like, Breath of the Wild, and yeah, it's a completely different, like, ballpark. You know, you're now talking about a game that finds ways to really, like, lengthen itself.
It's literally Skyrim.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like a Skyrim type scenario, where, like, you have a lot longer than, like, 20 hours, like, put into that, you know? If you, you know? I keep hearing 20 hours to beat it, you know?
20 hours? That seems a bit low.
Yeah, that's what I heard, but maybe I misheard that, you know? I heard a lot of people, it takes a week, you know? But it just really seems to vary with this one. But I was just wondering, like, do you really care about how long a game lasts, you know?
It depends on how much it costs.
Okay, you can get, so this is where I'm getting at here, where I'm like, okay, you can get Beyond Oasis for like $4 on Steam. Steam costs nothing, you know?
Well,
you can
what's it on sale? Because I pretty much only buy stuff on sale nowadays.
It's not on sale. It's just $4.
Has it ever been on sale?
I don't know. It's $4. I can go and buy a $20 gift card and buy 5 copies of it and just gift it to all my pals. You know?
Depends on who would accept it, though.
I would make them, but but make them. But yeah, my point being, like, that's pretty cool, you know. You can get that for, like, it's 7 hours of gameplay, $4, you know, and I will guarantee, you know, it's a pretty fucking good game. So, and then, like, I do like the price comparison to, like, Breath of the Wild, and it's ridiculous because, like, Breath of the Wild in itself, in box, costs like $60. But keep in mind, like, you're then having to account either you're buying it on the Wii U, in which case you would either have to you'd either have to buy a Wii U or buy a Switch, or if you already own one, then it's like there's that into it, you know. It's just I feel like like, even if you already own a Wii U, you know, and you just want to pay $60, it's like $60, you know. It's already like 10 times the amount, you know, that it would cost me to buy Beyond Oasis, which is a perfectly reasonable, like, linear experience that I can get a lot of adventuring out of, you know, my system, you know. It's like
they gave me
decent,
really shitty cards,
you know. And I feel like with an adventure game, the shorter for me, I think is, like, when it's linear, like Beyond Oasis, it's fine for it to be short, you know. And
yeah.
I hear people talking about, like, the puzzles in the game, and it's like, I don't think that the puzzles in the game are necessarily more or less difficult than Zelda puzzles. It's just that there's less of them. The dungeons are shorter. The wandering around segments are shorter, you know. The game is just pretty short, you know.
Yeah.
Like you managed to get a lot more done in that game with less time, and I think that to me seems like it can be very, if not more fulfilling than wandering around in the open wild for like a long period of time and
But don't forget about
searching for a
Metroid.
shrine.
You could beat it in an hour, so.
Yeah. It's like, and again, I don't want to like piss anyone off, anyone who's tuning in.
Or just go for it. They'll just redirect it towards me.
Yeah, well, I don't want that either, but
I'm used
like,
to it, man.
Like, I don't want to make anyone mad, and I'm not trying to like make a point here, If I was gonna make a point, I would do it like in a written format, I would spend at least a week, making a well-executed video on it. Yeah, well-executed video on it. I'm not trying to like make anyone mad. I'm not trying to like prove some big point, but I've just been saying that it's been intriguing me lately to think about these things about games and like the things that today a lot of people seem to be talking about that previously didn't seem to be that pertinent. Like beforehand, I just remember there was always the classic argument of like graphics versus like story versus gameplay,
Yeah.
And then it's like, which one do you care about more? Like, this shows like what kind of gamer you are. And I've always been more of like generally the gameplay over the story guy, in that regard. As much as I appreciate a good story, because again, I'm an English guy, I really do enjoy like a good story. There are some times where I feel like a really like ambitious story in a game can really ruin it.
Yeah.
It can really distract from the game. It can it comes to the point where I'm no longer playing a game, I'm playing a visual novel.
Or you're just reading it.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like the Darkfall games, for instance, or like the Nancy Drew games or whatever. There's so much fucking reading in those games.
It's just a choose your own adventure book at that point.
No, but like the idea of those games is that like there's a lot of reading in them that you have to do in order to figure out like puzzle solutions and everything. Like it's like critical thinking and like using information that's given to you to like be like, oh yeah, I read about this thing once. I now I know the solution to this puzzle. It's like, or you suddenly figure out that like the first letter of every sentence, means something, and then you like decrypt it, or something. There's like a lot of like secrets and like like messages and reading things. It's and just figuring out story elements in order to like immerse yourself. I think it's fine to include a lot of that kind of stuff, but you also have to remember to include the gameplay, and if it's not there, then
Derp.
Yeah, and I really like that was my huge trouble with like Kingdom Hearts games for a while.
Oh my god, those take forever.
Whenever I see people play those, but I remember I recently watched a guy play on a Twitch stream, and I think his name was like Carbon Star or something. He's a nice guy. He basically like when I saw him like play it, and he kind of explained to me how like the gameplay mechanics worked, I kind of realized there was a lot more depth to it, and like to like the combat and everything than I thought there was. Yeah, it's kind of like a selection of moves, and there's like all this like stuff that plays into it. There's like your partners and everything, and basically it's just a really big, huge pile of ambition. And yeah, it's kind of disgusting when you first see it, but when you really like try to like take it in like small doses and like
Emic,
appreciate
I'm gonna stop you
the
right
work.
here. I don't want you to tell me how deep the combat for Kingdom Hearts is when I've seen people try beating the game using only their feet.
I'm just saying it can be, someone who like I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying like someone like it's customizable to the point that someone
I
can
was totally joking, but people have beaten the game using their feet.
I didn't know that, but
It's
it's just
beating it using only his mouth.
damn it.
He got to Hades. He got to Hercules' world before he gave up.
Damn it. But yeah, you get my point though, is that there's a lot going on there, and like, yeah, like it's not my cup of tea, you know. I wouldn't imagine myself ever let's playing a Kingdom Hearts game or anything.
Don't. Just,
Yeah.
I recommend not.
Yeah,
Game
I
takes an eternity.
I certainly wouldn't. And I've seen someone like stream like the entire basically there's like a movie theater thing where all the cutscenes play out,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like my god, it's like a 3-hour movie.
Does that include
like-
Atlantis?
Shit, I think, but yeah, and it's like it was like they had like in this movie theater mode they had like text box to explain like the in-game like the in-game like cutscene things, like and all the events that transpired like in like the combat and everything, like
And Xerxes or whatever did this and that, right? Kamek, I think you may have muted your mic. Oh, reconnect. Oh, what a glorious call that was. What was I doing in the game? Actually... Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, it's Skype. Or... What the hell is going on? The hell? What do you mean limited? Troubleshoot the problems, damn it. Stream has crashed. Okay, the entire thing. The stream has killed itself. Yay. Oh, I'll be uploading this local file then later because everything just killed itself. Not everyone. Well.